Hey buddy, this is Stormy with the capital Z. Welcome to another Warcraft ShoutCast. Today we shall be going over a game on Twisted Meadows. It is featuring a romantic human who is actually Todd, spawning as the teal human player at the 7:30. Yeah, we'll just call it 7:30, and there are no referees, so we'll have to turn off the fog of war. He's playing up against an orc player, blue orc known as Anna, who is spawning at the top right 2 o'clock position. So it is a opposite spawn. We have the human player opening up with a fast altar. Todd going for that fast altar. We have seen him do this a lot back in the days, that is, as the altar is up, and he will be able to creep out that goblin lab camp very soon, even before his enemy's hero is out. So this is Twisted Meadows cross spawn, and many people say that this map favors the human player kind of, and orc player going for a farseer. This game is already rather interesting. As we have the heroes coming out, just going to speed things up a bit, nothing much to discuss. We don't have any barracks coming for the orc player. It seems to me like he wants to go for the tech directly, as we have the archmage ready, going in for the creeping with the elemental militiamen being pulled. How many of them are there? 7. That's 7 militiamen for you. And I do believe the barracks was not power build. I don't remember any peasants on that. We have the farseer out, and the creeping has begun for the human player. It will be done pretty soon, quite before the farseer manages to reach it. There was no scouting done by either of the players, so right now the orc player going for some sort of scouting. He has one spirit wolf going towards the top, one going to the bottom, and his farseer going towards the opposite spawn. And that's going to turn out to be good for him, since his farseer is going to be landing at the exact spot where he wants to land on. We got a Scourge Moon Chimes for the human player. May choose to sell it, may choose to keep it, depending on the build he goes for. It will obviously be useful for the footmen, and against a farseer, I can't really say how useful it will be. The spirit wolves are rather annoying. They can get in and deal a lot of damage. Back to the orc player's base. We do have the barracks ready, and the great hall is 50% done. Human player has not started to tech up yet. He needs to tech up as soon as possible. He does not want to face the orc player's onslaught, the tier 2 push, and be ill prepared for that. There is no shop for the human player yet. It seems to me like he's waiting for the lumber. Yep, he is waiting for the lumber. He already has over 210. Pulling in militiamen to kill those spirit wolves. He will be able to do that, kill them, that is, unless until he resummons, which he did. He did manage to resummon the spirit wolves, and the farseer attacking the archmage. Archmage is under grave danger, needs to be careful, and finally the teching has begun for the human player. And I'm not sure whether he managed to kill any of them yet. I mean to say the spirit wolves, and no, the orc player denying him any kind of kill on the spirit wolves. We have a war mill and a voodoo lounge built for the orc player. One grunt is coming over there, and as the human player went in there for an item, orc player tried to intercept him. There is a grunt on the battlefield now. Human player buying a boots of speed. The perfect item for the human player right now. It will help the archmage escape any kind of focusing that can be done by the orc player. Orc player trying to chase down Todd, and while he is simultaneously creeping at this green camp with his elemental and footmen, he will be doing a little hit and run attempt, a sort of harassment attempt with the other units, and needs to be careful not to lose that militiaman. And they didn't time out. He resummoned them, denying him any kind of experience. This is the annoyance that you can do with the farseer, and since the spirit wolves, the leveled up spirit wolves give you even lesser experience, it's it's more useful now. It's basically more useful. You can let them die, and it won't be giving the enemy a lot of experience. And oh my, this is really bad for the orc player. He popped that TP right in the nick of time. That fireball from the archmage was already launched, and before it could hit him, he used the TP. It was definitely a panic TP, and he got TC as the second hero. Bestiary coming towards the outer side. Spirit Lodge, that is, towards the inner side, healing up a bit and going for a little creeping. It is clear to me that the orc player Anna did not score any kills yet. As we can see, the Farseer only just gaining the experience in his little experience bar over here, which means that as long as the Torrent Chieftain and the Farseer stay together, they will be leveling up together. There will be no level difference between both of the heroes. Archmage, however, is at nearly level 3. He just needs a bit more experience, which he is going for. He got a few militiamen walking around the map, the footmen as well, trying to figure out what the orc player is up to, trying to check out the build. And we got, alright, nice, we got an interesting choice over here. Alchemist as the second hero for the human player. He's making his way towards the human player's army. Did the Archmage Lee reach level 3? No, he did not. There goes that elemental, and he's going to begin the creeping at this merc camp. Looking at the number of units he has, I mean, it would have been rather too difficult to creep this out if the alchemist was not there on the field. And okay, these units definitely did spot the orc player, and I'm not sure. Okay, there you go. The the thing that can make the difference between both of the orc heroes. The creeps dropped a Tome of Experience, and the Tome of Experience was picked up by the TC. Orc player wants to level up the TC before he can level up the Farseer. And human player picking up a Troll Berserker. No Shadow Priest. Well, that's a quite rather surprising choice. Maybe he wants more DPS, and well, the Shadow Priest is just useful. It does good amount of damage, it has Abolish Magic, and it has heal, so I don't see any reason not to pick it up, but I guess that's just the choice of thought right now. Orc player finally managing to kill a few militiamen with the army that he has right now. He does have a Spirit Walker on the field. Spirit Link being applied, Raider and Snare, and there goes a nice little Chain Lightning. That healing ability, I believe it is called Healing Spray. Yeah, it's called Healing Spray being used there by the human player, and he healed up all of his units while he was doing that. Orc player's units are slowed. There is no disenchant yet. He has yet to research that. Is he going to do it? Yes, he is. There you go. Now you have disenchant. Now you can use the disenchant on your grunts and then have them run away. Any scroll of speed over there? No scroll of speed for the orc player, but he does have the endurance aura that gives the orc player extra speed. It seems to me like Todd is going to keep that bone chimes, and it's going to be pretty useful. It's going to be useful, that's all I can say, especially when you have that alchemist and footman. They're both are going to be gaining a benefit from that, and one militiaman getting caught over there by the orc player. Human player right now is at 50. He's below 50 food. He's right now at 45 food against 48 supply, and the orc player is at 47 food against 50 supply. Both of the players creeping out camps at this particular point of time, and orc player does not want to go tier 3 just yet. He is going for some attack upgrades though. The orc player going for some attack upgrades, and are we gonna have an engagement? Maybe. A human player definitely saw that Spirit Walker. He's on the chase, in hot pursuit, and the orc player is trying to, well, rather run away. That's an acid bomb on that grunt, and it lowered down the armor of that grunt by 3, and 3 is all the armor that he had. Is also taking down the HP a little, not too much. Kodo Beast 8, the Berserker, and human player is going to try. Oh my, human player is caught off position. Alchemist surrounded in snare. And this is not looking too good for the human player. Oh no. Sec toilet. Okay, I believe he did a little pause over there. Alchemist taken out, and human player losing a lot of units over there. And he's still trying to focus down that Kodo Beast. Maybe you want to focus it down before he has to TP out, but is it actually all that worth it? Is that Berserker actually worth it? He didn't get it either way, and I don't think he got any kills from this little battle over here. He lost a number of units. He lost all of his footmen, and this is the second time he went for Zoilet. I don't even know what that is supposed to be. Maybe it's toilet in European language, something perhaps. Just kidding, I guess. So, we got the human player heading towards the Goblin Lab. Alchemist should be reviving at the back of the base, and we got some upgrades coming in for... Okay, we got some mastery, or rather, what is called? This is adapt training and then master training coming in for the human player. Human player right now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sorceresses, 2 priests, and a spellbreaker on the field, and he's at 41 supply against 60 food. While we have a look at the orc player, and orc player only now actually digested that thing, which means that the human player had complete vision of this thing over here. Orc player is at 50 food against 60 supply. Orc player can upgrade his army like any time over there, and I'm not exactly sure when did the human player pick up a lion horn of Stormwind. The alchemist was dead. He only just revived it. He probably picked it up at some point. I don't know when. When did he pick it up? I don't even know which camp he went to. But okay, he has a nice little spot over there to come inside his base and go out, just in case of need be defense. We got the Arcane Tower and God Tower hitting off the Orc player, and he's hitting the right target, burning down the mana of the spellcasters. Alchemist is ensnared, and the farm is taken down. Orc player using solo speed, going for a surround on the human player. Human player is surrounded. This is not looking good for Todd. Anna is going to destroy the human player, and there goes disenchant on the invisible archmage. There is a lot of things going on, and this time the orc player getting a little caught off position. He did manage to kill the archmage though. I believe he did not want to risk too much over there, as most of his units were near to red hit points, and they did get to red hit points as the TP was going on. Selling off a few stuff and then buying a nice little set of consumables, healing consumables. What do you have? We got Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, Dust of Appearance. Dust of Appearance is obviously picked up because human player went for adapt training sorceresses, and that gives you invisibility, which we did see early on. And because of that invisibility, he had to cast disenchant in order to see them. Disenchant is also an option against invisibility, but yeah, Dust of Appearance, nothing like it. It only costs you like 50 gold, 50 or 75. Man, I can't remember things at times, you know. So we got the human player creeping at this red camp while the orc player is making his way towards the human player's base. Does he have a TP? He should have a TP. He does have that TP. He's gonna have to use it to get into position and stop the orc player from ransacking his base. He still has the towers up at some nice key location, pulling in militiamen, or rather peasants, to repair that structure which is under attack. He's still creeping. He is still creeping, finally popping that TP. He wanted to complete that camp before he TP'd in, and here he is. He's going to go behind the orc player popping in scroll of speed, and he will be able to run off with the assist of the endurance aura level 2. This is looking great for the orc player. And seems like he's going to go in for an engagement. The slow-mo working to its advantage. Peasants being pulled into the army to soak up the damage and soak up the slows. And there goes a nice little disenchant. They're going to be using the peasants for the surround as well. And oh my, the archmage was surrounded over there. But oh no, dusted. Archmage is dusted. Invisibility will have no effect. He can use the potion though. Healing spray being used by the alchemist, and oh no, archmage is in a really tight spot. Orc player attacking it with everything it's got, and archmage goes down. Anna is doing really great here. Archmage being revived using the tavern, and I believe the orc player saw that. That's why he's going for a little trash talk. And at this point, the human player Human player got the Orc player's army down to red hit points. Most of the units are down to red hit points. They can be killed rather easily, and the Archmage is back on the field. Although it doesn't have much mana, it can just get the mana back from the from the aura, Brilliance aura that is, and the TC now going down to pretty low hit points. He obviously doesn't want to target that, though, it being a tank and all, and also has a potion of lesser invulnerability. Archmage near to level 5, and those level 3 elementals are going to be super dangerous for the Orc army, but at the same time he can also disenchant them. Level 5 on the Archmage. Are we going to be seeing those, or level 3 Brilliance, or maybe level 3 Brilliance? I don't know. That's not okay. This is level 2. This is level 2 elemental. He definitely went for, he didn't go for anything. Alright, this game is going on right now, and he tried to target down the TC, but there goes with a red goat with a nice little push of lesser in one. Still staying into the battle. He doesn't need to stay in the battle at this point, because he's gonna get killed if he stays in there for too long. Peasants, or rather the peons, are hitting into the field, and one Kodo just died over there. It had consumed one of the spell breakers. And okay, the human player finally going for elemental level 3. He did not choose the spell for it. I believe he had second thoughts and wanted to see what he wanted to go for. Human players just have so much of the spells going on. You got slow-mo, you got invisibility, so, and you also got the elemental. So it's not really an easy target for the Orc player to use disenchant on the human player. He needs to decide and use his mana conservatively on what he wants to at a particular point. Both of the heroes of the Orc player are at level 4. The human player, one is level 5, one is at level 4, and I believe it's time that he gets the other one up till level 5 too, as he is making his Archmage run toward the outer end of that camp, while he keeps the Invisible Alchemist inside there. That's one way of doing things. I really like how Todd is doing it, keeping that Alchemist inside that creep zone while the units creep it out, but not letting it take any damage or attack either, because he wants to. He doesn't want it to die. That's just it. It was down to low hit points. Orc player creeping perhaps his final camp until he reaches level 5. Maybe I spoke too soon. There is a lot of experience points left over there. Human player did pick up a scroll of healing, something that usually we see with Orc players. It is a pretty useful item. Orc player pulling out the unit from that camp over there, and he's gonna take them out one by one. And it seems to me like the TC is going to reach level 5 first, because of that little difference maker, the tome that he got over here, Tome of Experience. We got a number of spell breakers, a number of sorceresses and stuff. There are no footmen on the field, and they're going right after that Spirit Walker. Spirit Walker did die to this human assault, and human player is going for an all-scale assault. Orc player needs to be careful. He is running back. Does he have scroll? I don't think, he does have scroll. He may want to use that because he doesn't have a TP to go back to the base to save it, and he is using the that grunt as a sort of a distraction for the human player not to go in and deal everything he has. Human player pulling in militiamen, doing a little Orc tactic over here, or rather he's just pulling them in for towers. I'm not very sure about that, and I like the way how the human player is using this healing spray. He's making all of the units go near the Archmage and then casting that healing spray all over the Archmage. I really like the use of this. I really like this micro, and Orc player now getting a little surround on the human player. Human player's units are being healed constantly. Orc player's units being attacked. And there goes down one Spirit Walker. Archmage does have a scroll of healing. He does have he has that healing spray as well. Healing spray and scroll of healing both working effectively. Some units dying over there, and the Kodo Beast being targeted once again. Kodo Beast is gonna die and releasing that thing. There it goes. GG, or rather Toilet by Anna. This is GG. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Do subscribe for more, and oh wow, the Archmage actually managed to reach level 6 during that last battle. That's it, that's all. Z out. Bye bye.